I'm your dungeon master, I'm your guide, I'm your travel companion on this fun little journey.
I mean, I'm not the best at being subtle about it.
Trying is all we can do. I do not do stealth. I do not do it.
Kind of specialize in not being found.
Welcome to Health Hits Experience. I'm your Dungeon Master, Pretty Lee, and keep your arms and hands inside the ride at all times. If you look to your left and your right, you'll see not one, not two, but 4 swashbucklers. Welcome to our last recorded episode before we go live Monday nights, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/healthhitsxp starting July 11th. We're wrecking and rolling. We're ready to go. Let's get straight to the point. So, we're going to start this adventure off. We're going to find out how our swashbucklers here became swashbucklers, how they became a team, and do they even like each other? We'll find out. So, we're gonna get started here. We're gonna start off just in a small but not quite crowded cantina. We're on an industrialized planet, Bolgon, and this is about a month ago. Cyrus, where are you inside this cantina?
Cyrus is gonna be sitting along the bar, but close to the door, just kind of glancing over his shoulder. He has a drink in front of him, but he's not really taking a drink of it. He's keeping more of an eye, and then also keeping, conversation going with the bartender.
How does that go? The bartender clean the glass?
Is it cleaning the bar? He's like, I have to say I'm sorry I haven't made it out here in a while. Have you seen anyone really going around looking for work lately?
Looking for work lately. Fortunately, times are a little slow. We haven't seen any new folks here in quite some time, fortunately. Hey, you! And calls out, and there's an off-duty Italian just trying to harass an employee over in the corner. So just causing a ruckus, but not like a huge ruckus. Just if you know, your eyes are darting over. So what are you doing?
Cyrus goes his hand up. He's like, "You want me to deal with him?"
You didn't hear anything from me.
All right. He gets up and he walks over, puts an arm on his shoulder and be like, "You having any issues here?"
Issues? All I'm saying is that when I order a drink, it better be the right drink.
All right, what drink did you order?
I ordered an appletini.
Okay, and looks at the server. What drink did he order?
And she's like, he didn't order anything.
Kind of clamps down a little bit harder on the shoulders, like, are you sure you ordered an appletini?
I'm sure I ordered an appletini.
Did you order it from this fine one here?
I ordered it.
Where did you order it from?
Here.
Great. Why don't you tell them nicely that you haven't gotten it yet instead of starting fights?
I just want the service that I deserve.
The service you deserve is going to be the service you get once you're nice, unless you want to leave.
I ordered an appletini.
Great. Do you want to say that in a kinder tone?
I ordered an appletini.
And?
I ordered an appletini with a slice of apple.
You're forgetting one word here. It's very important. I'm not sure if you know, and he leans down a little bit. He's like, "It's a please, since you've been less than kind.
Please? Can I have you off my back?
He's just gonna grab him, just like behind the neck. He's like, one more time if you want your apple teeny. What do you say?
Fucking please! Please!
And he lets go and he's like, there you go.
Oh, and right as you set him down, you see right walking in the door are some Zalarians in uniform. This Italian was not in uniform, obviously, but you can tell. You know. Not in uniform, walk in the door, and they see you manhandling their friend, who was off duty, obviously. And everyone locks eyes, right? The standoff music happens. And smash cut to outside, and a window breaks, and 3 of them come rolling out the window, head first. And another one is just like sprinting out the bar, and everybody else inside is like, and then they go back to what they were doing. The bartender's still wiping that glass, like it's gonna be real clean glass. So you're gonna go back to your seat.
Yeah, he's gonna go back to his seat and just nothing happened. It's normal for him.
With
just
a little bit of blood off the
hanging
face.
out.
It's fine.
It's fine. And as you're sitting there, and you're just hanging out, sitting in your spot, a short, somewhat translucent shaped blob comes up to you, sits down, no eye contact right away, looks over and goes, handled yourself pretty well up. You wouldn't happen to be looking for work, would you?
Well, it really depends what work you have.
Now we're going to cut to. We are now at a Zalarian supply depot. This is about a month later, and we're in the dead of night. There are Italians patrolling pretty much everywhere. Just one crosses and then another cross. The flashlights go off. Flux, what you in the middle of? What, you know?
Supply depot, huh?
Yeah, crimes maybe. Why are you there? What are you doing?
Well, I get the idea I probably wouldn't be there alone.
Okay.
Because it's kind of bad if I get caught out by myself. So I think I probably have a small team, and we're grabbing some bits and bobs, little, pieces of metal and various machinery bits. But more importantly, we heard that there's a real nice crate of these magic crystals that just came in. And
Shipment.
it's pretty important that we get them before they actually get in. So I imagine we're probably waiting for somebody to bring them in
Yeah, you're waiting.
on the outskirts of this
Yeah,
place.
the ship. You're waiting for the ship to kind of pull up and dock in.
But I am also not the spy type, so I'm definitely not paying a ton of attention. Like, it's
Good.
my friends, and I'm totally relying on these random assholes, and I'm just sitting, behind a few trees, and I'm currently, working on something. I have a screwdriver in one hand and a twisted piece of metal in the other.
Yeah, you're just like whittling.
Fine. Everything's fine.
You see anything yet?
I think they're late.
You've been saying that for the past 10 minutes.
They're 10 minutes late.
Zalarians aren't late. At least not these ones, not from what we heard.
I don't know. Maybe they got held up by some, pirates or something.
Pirates. Honestly, that'd be kind of funny if pirates. I'm sort of twisting the thing, and it's kind of breaking, and I'm gonna put it away for now. It'd be kind of funny if pirates got it before we did, about 10 minutes early. Gonna kind of look out there, see if I can't see anything.
Maybe their intel was better. I don't know.
Well, we are getting it. Fifth hand.
Yeah, fortunately.
It's not like our information people are the best.
We're not cut out to be the information people.
I'm gonna pull out apparently I have a laser rifle. I'm gonna pull out my laser rifle and I'm gonna kind of aim down the scope and just try to see if I can see anything strange,
Yeah.
anything moving in the distance.
Sure. You know what? We're playing D&D. Why don't you roll me something?
Yeah.
I'm not good at perception, Brittany.
That's
but
fine.
I'm
No,
gonna do my
I
best.
just want to see what you see.
Oh, sure.
I'm just gonna straight roll this. So, give me a d20.
2. I think that bodes well.
Yeah, I think
Fantastic.
right as you look down the scope, a Zalarian Talion, like their flashlight crosses your vision, just accidental timing.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
so nothing then.
Well, forgot to take off the night vision goggles before looking at the lights.
They do have them down there.
Oh, I'm gonna take off the goggles. We got to get a plan to get closer then, because if this thing isn't coming, then we're here for nothing.
I mean, there's a bunch of other stuff we could swipe. I don't know what your plan is, but I'm a big fan of just taking something to the undermarket.
What about that place? I'm gonna point towards the nearest warehouse, where I imagine something is going on that I noticed.
Something is going on. I think as you look over, you hear another buzzing. You know, an engine coming in, and it's not the ship you were expecting for sure, but it's definitely a ship, and it's definitely carrying something. And your partner looks over and goes, "What about that one?"
Right, yeah, let's just hijack the ship we didn't come for, or take something from it. That's your job. Yeah, it's your... I'm gonna pull out that thing I was working on and hand it to him. This, if you twist this lever and then push this button, explodes in a rather large radius.
I love a bomb.
Yeah, I know you do. And you, I imagine there's somebody else here.
Yeah. Yeah. What?
I don't know why we brought you, but here.
Because I'm big and muscly.
I'm gonna flip around an extra laser pistol and hand it to him.
I'm muscly.
Yeah, well, those can only get you so far if you're getting shot at.
They bounce off.
Oh my god.
Right. Well,
Don't. He's stupid.
yeah, I know. That's why I gave him a gun.
That's even worse.
Well, at least he'll be I'm gonna lean in really close. He'll be a distraction.
That's why we brought him.
We send him in first.
Yeah.
He gets shot at.
Yeah.
Then we grab the ship.
Your partner turns over and goes, go, get out there, and he just kind of kind of blunders down, and a bunch of Zalarians like, hey, you, and there's just a big pile-on happening.
Oh yeah, no, he's definitely dead.
No, he's done this at least 3 times. I did the crew 3 ones back. Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. Now the gun, and you see some lasers start to go off. Not sure if that was the plan, but.
Well,
be
you
fine.
know, laser light show tends to attract more attention than just punching people in the
So
face.
let's go.
Right. I'm gonna grab all my stuff that's totally scattered everywhere. Start pushing it into the bag.
Your friend is grabbing some other things, putting it in as well.
All right, let's get out of here. Let's go.
So what's the plan?
At this point, I imagine, given that there's a giant distraction and there's
Yeah.
another ship coming down.
Yeah,
I think most of the guards that would be watching that ship are probably elsewhere
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
So we're gonna go in that direction and we're gonna wait for that platform to drop.
Okay.
And I think we're gonna throw that bomb right in there.
Just chuck it. All right, cool. Yeah, it happens. The bomb goes off. The door actually, that was coming down, just falls off. Couple crates come tumbling out, and 3 guys just boom, down onto the platform.
You think we got him?
We got something.
Right. Well, I'm gonna load that laser rifle I got, stand up. Let's grab what we can get and then get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. And as you go to grab, you go up, you grab something. You're piling things up. The guys are passed out on the ground, knocked out. As you start to leave, one of them grabs your friend's ankle.
Shite. Turning around.
Yeah, and points a pistol up back at you. And there's another guy that's trying to get up too. And then the third one starts to get up.
Shit. Hey, it's been fun. Good luck. I'm gonna run.
Get out of here. And you're leaving. You're running. You're out of.
Gonna drop
You're
a
out
smoke
of the.
bomb on the way out.
You're out of the supply depot, and you stop somewhere to catch your breath.
You
And
know
that-
what? He knew anyways. All about the weird stuff I do, so probably better than more people that die. I'm not meant for this. Ugh.
And then the same blobular gentleman
Ugh.
No harm, no harm, no harm. Very impressive. All that with just three of you.
How long you been watching?
You know, I think you're the one with the skill here. I think the rest of them, distractions.
Gonna look back towards the place where there's a crazy commotion.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not the best at being subtle about it, but I got some things I can do.
You work well with a team?
I can, although they usually end up dying.
Yeah. I think I got a job for you.
Need an engineer then.
Oh, always. All right, kid, let's go.
All right. What you got? I'm gonna start following.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna cut to. Yep, we're cutting to.
It exploded.
Exploded. We're actually in the middle of a space battle, essentially. We're on the deck.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah, we're in a different time. We're on the deck of an important ship here in the middle of big combat. Cannons firing across the sky, lasers, everything's going on. Pearl, you're on this deck. You're ready. Your forearms are ready, and you're helping fight. And the ship tilting. All four of your arms are scrambling. Roll me a dex.
Ooh, okay. Am I actually adding anything to it or no?
I mean, I'm not giving you extra because you have four arms, unfortunately.
Pretty, I have 12 if that helps.
Yeah, no, you get less dex actually.
So alone, if you're not adding my modifier, it's 15.
Okay, you managed to hold on, but now you're starting to tilt sideways, and all you're doing is hanging on. All you're doing is hanging on the side of the ship. And now the blasts are coming directly at you because you're facing the cannons. Boom, boom, boom. Crew members are someone's trying to come and get you. And you are your lifeline attached to the ship gets hit by a laser. Boom. You're just hanging on by one arm. What do? You're hanging on the side of this ship here. This is some very loud lasers.
It's space, Brittany. You can't hear anything.
If that's where we're going,
We're not going there.
everyone explodes in space.
Pearl is going to take their free hand and just like one very precise firebolt into the cannon.
Sure. Yeah, roll me something.
Aimbot.
That is a
cheats
14
enabled.
without any modifiers. Because I don't know if you want me to be adding stuff.
Not for this, because I don't have anything.
Because my spell attack bonus is a +5, so.
So yeah, you fire straight into the cannon. The cannon does start to like rattle and explode, but that ship kind of goes underneath you, and another one is coming around. And as you're hanging on, the ship starts to lean more and more, and 1, 2, 3, all your fingers just can't hold on any longer, and you fall into the city below you, and you crash, you shut down, don't remember what happened, and you get started up about a week later. You run a diagnostic report inside, internal diagnostic, and you've got some repairs. There's still a lot more to do. And you find yourself in a repair room, and above you is the same translucent blob man, who, as you start to look around, goes, "Yeah, I knew we'd get it. We knew we'd get it to work. Come on, we got a lot of work to do." All right. This is how this goes.
All right.
Yes. Okay, so we're at a different bar. We're not at the cantina. We're at a different
The one
bar.
right next
It's
to
the
it.
one right next to it, actually.
Because a hive of villainy and scum.
Yeah.
The other one's where the Zolarians hang out, apparently.
So a hive of villainy and scum.
Yeah, it's different flavors. I do think that it's just very very chill. Hieronymus, what alias are you today?
I think today Hieronymus is actually in his base form. He's
Hieronymus.
he's Hieronymus, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, just as his normal self.
His normal, really weird looking
He's
self.
really interesting looking self. What you doing?
Probably drinking heavily, as one does in a space cantina.
Space bar, yeah. So, you're drinking, you're wallowing, whatever you wallow in, and the seat next to you just is filled with the green and orange ooze of this strange man who slides up to you and goes, you're not an easy one to find.
I kind of specialize in not being found.
Took a while. So, every single one of you has run into Dev Salemis, who is always moving up in the underworld. Always trying to make a little cash and stick it to the man. Just
Does he look more like a blob or more like a man?
it depends on the angle that you view him from.
So he's roughly humanoid,
Kinda,
but
yeah.
mostly just ooze.
Mostly just
Yeah, so like
ooze.
if he's hanging over top of you, he probably just looks like a blob.
Yeah.
I'm literally just imagining a blob wearing a fedora. Like one of the classic fedoras,
Yeah.
wide
Oh, yeah.
brim.
Oh, yeah.
Not like I'm the lady.
He's got a flip
My
phone.
lady.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of floating in him, and he
yeah,
just reaches
sometimes.
in. Yeah, that's what I'm picturing.
Yeah,
Okay.
got it.
Good. Glad we're on the same
You're
page.
on the same page. So, Dev sits down with Bibble, shares a drink. Says he's got this fancy new sloop that the Zolarians confiscated. They took it from him, and they just wanted it. And the Zolarians take what they want. That's his. He's like, that's my sob story, but no one's crying. And he knows where it's being stored. He actually has a little tracker on it that he's been following, and he can't bust into the hangar by himself. All the Zolarians know his face, and they're on okay terms. Like, the Zolarians let Dev do what he does because they can get some things out of it sometimes. But it is a very remote location. There are tons of guards, and there's actually a research wing across from the building. So it's like stored in the hangar, and then across it there's the research wing and some just kind of academic buildings around. And the sloop is called the Scimitar, and it's actually the last bay on the left, and there's only one exit to fit the ship through, but the last bay is against an exterior wall. So offering some options as far as to do that. And he comes to you and says he has the crew already. You don't have to put anything together. He's got the crew. But he needs you because the crew works by themselves or with some interesting team members and could use some guidance from someone who's been doing it for a while. So, he gives you the pitch and says, that he'll give you the funds and pay everybody when you're done. He just needs it.
What kind of pay are we talking about here?
I mean, what's your prices?
Come on now, Dev. You know what the prices and the going rates are for things. You know how tough this job's going to be here, so
Twice the going rate. All right.
twice the going.
Twice
Now we're
the
talking
going.
about something that's legit here that we can
Twice the going rate.
we can look at.
I ain't got all day. We got to get this. I got to get this back. The longer the Zolarians have it, who knows what kind of other tracking devices
So
they're
this
putting on it.
crew that you put together for this job, these are professionals. You seem hesitant when you say that. These are
So okay, some of these folks are not going to put the same title that you have. Your years of experience as far as like, oh yeah, this is the criminal activity I've done. I think some of them don't realize that they could put a title on what they've been doing for so long. So they're ripe for molding. They're right for putting together for a good team. They're a good team. I'm vouching for them.
So what
myself.
you're telling me is that you need somebody to babysit them. Is that what you're telling me? That sounds like what
that's
you're...
not the words I would use, all right?
No, that's the words that I would use because that sounds like what you're pitching at me here. So I'm going to say double the going rate for the crew because I want these people taken care of. But I would say 2.5 for me because I got apparently to watch a bunch of noobs. Noobs, that's science fiction term for people who don't know what the hell they're doing.
Hard bargain. All right, let's go.
That's it?
I need this ship.
Wow, you really do need this ship. Okay, so it just went to 3 times. No, because I thought, you just kind of needed the ship. But when you agree so fast, that means you really, really need this ship. You know how this works, Dev. I mean,
He is a professional.
This is standard stuff here. This is bargaining 101 here.
I just don't have the time today to
All right,
bargain.
so triple for me, double for them, and you get your sloop back, right?
Yeah, 2.5, and you get the tracking device in it that you can take directly to Marge at the Undermarket. You know what she'll give you.
That's fair. That's
All right,
fair. I can
all
go
right,
with that.
All right. So what are we doing? What's the next plan? Other than meeting up with everyone in a dim warehouse and for the first time.
Yeah. So first, I got to think of names for everybody. I figure maybe I'll call them like different colors, like white and pink. And no, that's been used a lot. That's not going to work.
Really wrong.
Yeah. We got to get pop culture references in here. Come on, you know this. And what better pop culture references than ones that are almost 30 years old?
Yeah, no, it's perfect.
None of these people probably even know. All right. So let me change into something a little bit more respectable that will have these people thinking I know what I'm doing, and we'll get with them and all right. So where are they and where do I meet them?
So I think Dev gives you the coordinates to, where you're all meeting. So just I think that there's like a tiny little outcropping by the hangars that y'all kind of meet up for the first time. So how does this go? Who's staring each other down?
Well,
I guess.
So firstly, what do you look like?
Yeah. What do you look like?
Oh yeah,
We never really
so,
explained our appearances. Should we do that, or should we just go, hey, we have character art?
We do have character art. I'll flash it up on screen right now. Too bad if
Okay.
you're watching early access. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, guys.
So
We can still
so when you guys
explain.
all get there, it's like you're left to sit and wait for a little bit of time. Like you're gathered together and given like that almost uncomfortable length of time that you're sitting there waiting for whoever's doing it and kind of feeling each other out or whatever. And the door opens and this guy walks in who is he looks every bit the part of a combination of like a bold military Alpha SEAL team leader guy, but with a couple of scars, on his face, and the stubbly kind of beard on his absolutely not at all human appearance.
Totally not human.
Totally not human.
I mean,
And then he,
what are the ears?
And then, and all right. So you're the crew that's been put together for this job, are you?
I think for like the last little bit, Flux has probably just been in the corner working on stuff. So as you say that, I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna click this like metallic device on my wrist, which has like a few little like nozzles sticking out of it. And yeah, I think these two are as well. We never really mentioned anything.
Cyrus is he's just sitting there messing around with a few of the trinkets that he has. He glances up, but he returns back to his trinkets. He's not that impressed.
So, because Warforged don't have emotions, you see nothing on Pearl's face, and also they haven't moved.
Standing there the entire time.
Are you standing? Are you sitting? Are you T-posing?
I'd like to T-pose in the corner.
But with forearms.
With four
What is that?
arms.
The X?
Expose.
Expose?
No, just like hands together, like.
Oh, that's unsettling. I was told there'd be a decent amount to pay. And also, we'd be, what was it, stealing a ship or something?
That's right. The guy that hired you also hired me to kind of lead this team because I got experience in these kind of operations. Name is, what is the name? The name is Leftwich Ringo.
What?
You probably heard of me.
I'm pretty sure I've never heard of a Leftwich Ringo.
That is because you are what we call a noob.
All right.
I've definitely not heard of a Leftwich. I've been around the block a few times and I've never heard of you either. I'm sorry.
Which block?
Quite a few.
Yeah, what's your name? What's your name?
My name is Cirrus.
Cirrus. Like the clouds?
Or Cyrus. Or get the fuck out. But that happens a little bit more rarely now.
All right.
Please refrain from using any profanity.
I will try, no guarantees.
Trying is all we can do.
Right. Well, we're all here because we have different talents. So I think we should probably know what those are so that we know what the hell we're asking. What the heck we're asking of each other. I am gonna have, like, my cloak moves a little bit and a bunch of these tendrils reach out from under it and grab some of the various, like, mechanic bits around and kind of pull them under the coat again.
Like a goblin? Just like.
I have technical expertise. You need me to break into a hangar, I can probably open a few doors, blow up a couple of things, and freeze a few people in the process. Need me for anything else, and I'm not really that good for talking and stuff. So
We noticed.
it's not exactly my forte. Also, the last 3 or 4 groups that I've been with have all died. So, you know, great track record. Not really trying to commit the names to memory, you know.
I am
No
not
offense.
technically alive.
You are interesting, is what you are.
Thank you.
All right, keep it in your pants there. What's your MOS?
I can fly ships. I'm pretty damn strong. People have tried to kill me before, and he gestures down to his leg. They're not really successful.
I could probably improve that. Sorry, not relevant right now. Go on.
No problem. I can pretty much do everything, but really what people hire me for is my strength.
All right,
It's always
Tech.
useful to have muscle.
muscle, robot lady.
Yeah, what can you do?
I am a personal ergonomic assistant revolving life. I come with many possibilities.
So we have like a maid coming with us. Is that what you are?
It is one of my programmings.
You also have protection in you, though, right?
I do.
Oh, all right. Well, there we go. Can you like shoot things out of your arms or something along those lines so that you can cover us if we're doing something important?
Very swiftly, Pearl, like one of her arms, one of her 4 arms, would just like, fink, and then turn into a rapier.
I like her.
Yeah, it's useful. I can appreciate
and then,
that.
whoop, and then back.
All right. Well, good to know. We have somebody that can protect us, and you are the leader, I guess.
Yeah, what exactly do you have?
Brains. I got brains. I got experience. I got know-how.
All right. Well, good enough for me, I guess. I'm just gonna sit back down and get back to work.
All right.
Does that count as a qualification?
It does absolutely.
Brains matter for a lot, but it sort of depends what you apply them for. So, for instance, you can build many different things, like you, or you could be a planner, I guess. which is your thing, because I don't think you're building anything.
I
If you
will
have-
keep this information for later use.
If you have plans or you have knowledge or you know where the frick we're going, then that's all I need to know.
Fantastic.
Cannot believe we immediately censored everybody.
I didn't expect them to actually listen
It's
to me.
so funny. Keep doing it, please.
Like, you just met this robot and you're already respecting their
or
wishes.
just like, I don't want to hear you say stop swearing 20 times.
Flux internally is like, so the robot's the expendable one. I have to comply for long enough.
Cyrus just doesn't want us here every 10 minutes.
Every 10 minutes,
Yeah.
like, please stop
Flux
swearing.
basically sees you as parts.
Yeah.
Please refrain from swearing. You could certainly try.
I mean, I'm not gonna do it now.
Need it for the mission. Sorry, I did not mean to interrupt this very, very good role playing. Everybody's censoring themselves. I'm gonna start doing it. We're allowed to say fuck on this program. It's okay.
Only
Not with-
NPCs.
Not with Pearl
Yeah,
around.
not anymore.
I mean, you can say it. You just might get a
Please stop
Get
swearing. Reprimanded.
We'll just leave in our wake a string of dead, foul-mouthed NPCs. Did you hear about that crew? Yeah, don't swear around them.
That robot's crazy, man.
Now I just imagine. I asked you not to swear. And
just like my
keep
eyes
coughing
turn
someone.
red.
Yeah.
Full Terminator. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, continue.
And well, just like as we're having this conversation about like who's in charge, who's doing what, you can kind of overhear and oversee things happening in the hangar. So you've got kind of right now there's actually like a changing of the guards happening. So there's twice as many, and they have the hangar door open and they're bringing it down. The lights in the sky are getting lower and lower and lower. And so I think for a minute, everybody's attention is grabbed by this information, and then you can go back to your lovely banter.
Probably gonna start watching with that sniper scope I was using earlier.
Not get blinded.
Taking off the goggles first before starting to scan.
So now, just to have clarity as to where we are just at a hangar where the job is to go down.
Yeah, so like
Okay.
you're looking at the scimitar right now. Like you
Sweet.
can see it, but you're up higher and out back further, like on a outcropping hill
All right.
above.
So this hangar has Zalarian guards in a patrolling sort of fashion there.
Yeah.
And there is a what other kinds of security measures can we identify from our vantage point?
I definitely think Flux sees like the tech security of like the locks mechanisms and the alarms that'll go off.
I'm
and-
checking for a really important thing, which is that if there's any sort of door scanners, like aura-based ones.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's Zalarian, so they have anything Zalarian is almost always aura-based scanning. And before the door went down, you could kind of see that this ship is first of all, you've never seen anything like it. It's sleek, it's shiny, it's aerodynamic, and it's well armed. And you can see they put on the outside of the ship more security than is absolutely necessary. So you're able to identify some of the security that they would have on the ship before you get on it, because you can see it.
Guys, was anybody informed about the amount of people that we'd be up against? Because if you look over there, that's way more individuals than I thought would be guarding this thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I got a few, gonna ruffle around in my bags. I got a few smoke bombs, a flashbang. I think I have a real bomb in here somewhere. Probably shouldn't lose that. I'm gonna pull out like a small little beeping device. I don't think it can take out that many people, or even get in the way of that many people. Turn that off for a moment. So, you have a plan, Mr. Planner?
Well, glad you asked.
I'll just say I do not do stealth. I do not do it.
You will not be asked to do stealth.
Good.
Everywhere I move, you hear a jingle and noise, so it's probably not.
Nor
gonna work.
will you.
Good.
All right, so I guess I'll be sneaking. Let's see.
I
So
have better decks than you.
you probably do.
If you need to, I could disguise myself as someone. I have a few things around here that can do stuff like that.
Yeah, disguising isn't going to be an issue. Any disguising that needs to be taken care of, I can handle.
All right, well,
Yeah.
I can put that machine away.
So, all right. So from a presumably my character has some sort of a plan, but I unfortunately am looking at this going, I didn't know what was going on here.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. Did Dab tell us anything about this that would be useful in this situation, as far as knowing what anything regarding?
Yeah, he gave you some like schematics, and he gave you like a busted aura scanner and like a lot of junk, a lot of stuff that's not working.
Right.
I'm already working on that.
Yeah.
So
I want to get that aura scanner up and working like now.
Yeah. I think 1 turn, 2 turns, it boots up. And it blue screens on you, shuts back down.
1 sec. Just pop up on the screen.
Yeah.
Start messing with some wires.
Yeah, and you managed to boot up an aura scanner. This is actually like a really old aura scanner. Again, why Dev gave it to you. Busted, old, it was supposed to be destroyed, never got to the incinerator kind of deal. And it's a model that they were testing out aura basically like disguising. It wasn't necessarily like changing your aura, it was like looping it in a certain way. And it was to be used for Zolarian missions. So it was like, but it was a prototype. So it's not perfect, it's not exact, but it is up and functional in your hand now.
I already have a bunch of thieves tools, so can I add this to my array of thieves tools as part of that whole thing?
Sure.
Okay, great. Check that off the list.
Sure.
So, so that thing you've been working on for approximately 39 seconds and somehow managed to get working. What's it do there?
Well, the thing that it's supposed to do is it's supposed to sort of copy and replicate an aura of somebody else. So if we can capture somebody, we could theoretically show the door scanner this aura instead of one of ours, and it would let us in. Except for the fact that we still look like ourselves. So you better get that disguising thing ready. Also, we should probably single out one of these people to capture and copy their aura.
And so, looking around, is there somebody who's kind of off, sort of by themselves? We're gonna kind of check the layout of the thing here, and you know, if somebody's sneaking off to use the restroom or something, we're gonna try to identify somebody who could be nabbed and grabbed and.
Yeah, so the changing of the shift just happened, you know, not like just recently, but as you guys were all talking, and the one coming off shift, heading for a bathroom break, right into the woods. Just, they have the equipment to do so, so they're gonna
Incredibly
do it.
convenient.
Yes. Cyrus, you think you could do a
You know,
quick and easy takedown on somebody without them having an opportunity to make a lot of ruckus?
Here, you're gonna press these 2 buttons, and then you're gonna open up this screen, and then you just put it right on his chest. It's gonna copy the aura, as long as he's knocked out.
All right.
Gotta be unconscious first.
Gotta be unconscious? Okay, I can handle that one. And
Yeah,
just gonna go straight
roll
up
me a
to one.
strength. Roll me a strength, and then tell me what you're doing.
Good sign.
Fantastic. Oh, okay, I'll take that number.
Which is
17.
17 plus 2, so that's a 19.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
tell me what you do. How's it go? I mean, yeah, you get the guy.
He just walks up, acting like kind of friendly, like he knows the guy first, which probably is like, who are you? Pops around the shoulder, covers his mouth,
Oh no.
and then just kind of smacks him on the head. Doesn't kill him.
cartoon
Not kill
style, just
Bonk, bonk.
Yeah, so you totally like knock him
him.
out.
And drags him off like to the side so he doesn't.
Yeah, not there's no feetsies
Yeah.
hanging out the side of the woods. Yeah, you scan the aura for sure. And then you just leave him there.
Yep, I
Okay,
am just
cool.
leaving him there and walking over and hand it over. There you go.
All right, well, you managed not to mess that one up, so congratulations. Where's the guy?
He's fine.
Did you kill him?
No,
Oh, all right. It just sounded
he's
very.
taking a nap somewhere.
Just sounded very ominous.
He might have a headache when he wakes up.
Well, you're gonna need this.
Right.
I'm gonna hand this to you.
All right.
And it's not gonna work unless I'm there because I still have to change a few things on the console. So you're gonna need my help. Sorry.
All right. I got it. We're good. Give me a second to go do some disguising, and I'll be right back.
I got
Where'd
a
you
couple
leave that
extra
guy?
crystals if you need them.
He's over the corner behind the boxes right over there.
All right. Hieronymus sneaks over to where this unconscious person is, removes their Zolarian uniform, changes into the Zolarian uniform, and changes into the Zolarian guy.
Okay. It's purple, like really like tall. Everything is like too skinny.
Yeah.
Gentleman with long ears.
Okay. Cool. And he puts his left witch Ringo outfit neatly folded up and into his little pack that he carries. And he comes back and he's got his little makeup kit out, you know, and he's with like some sponge and some things.
Wouldn't this creature be much skinnier than he is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Gonna like be looking at something and look at like.
All right.
Whoa, that's
What?
really weird.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
You're good at voices.
What's that?
You're good at voices. You sound just like that weird asshole. Sorry. Don't want to anger the robot.
All right. So anyway, so this guy's a Zolarian. So all right, yeah. So we're gonna go. We're gonna become a Zolarian, you know.
They do have that strange accent, don't they?
They do.
All of them. All of
Yeah,
them.
all them Zolarians, they all got that kind of talk that they do about with the Zolarian kind of talk there. No. See, I'm mixing
actually,
my
most
Chicago.
of them don't have that accent.
Really?
Most of them don't.
All the ones I met did.
No.
All right. So, anyways, he pulls out and looks at the this Zolarian worker's badge and credentials and stuff like that. You.
Right. Battle robot. What can you do to distract people for us?
I have a violin.
I mean, that might actually work. If you want to give it a shot.
I'm quite proficient.
We could claim she's a new shipment. I mean, I've seen models like yours before. They're not totally uncommon within the capital. It would make sense. You don't have any damage on you, do you? I'm gonna start like looking you over and checking for strange
There's a
things.
giant crack on the top of their head.
Damaged shipment.
Not the best, but I mean, yeah, we could claim it's damaged.
Just
Half
started
price.
playing music out of nowhere because it's damaged. Oh, is it time?
Sending it in for repair. They're sending it in for repair.
So the problem that we have here is that I have a Zolarian uniform and a mimicked Zolarian aura that's going to get me past the scanners.
We only need one person.
You
get
have
past
to come along, but you don't have a duped aura.
Except for that's where she comes in. If she distracts people, we might be able to use the same aura device as long as people aren't looking long enough.
Or
Uh,
we run the old prisoner scam. Hey, I found this guy sneaking around here. Let's take him to the brig and lock him up.
we're talking about Cyrus, right?
No, we're talking about you.
What? No, why?
Did you have to come along?
I am not going to jail.
Well, you're not really going to jail. This is to get us on the ship, to get me and you on the ship. See, I'm a Zolarian, and I captured you, and we're taking you on the ship.
All right.
Mate,
How about what if?
And then
he-
once... Go,
What if he brought me in, and you're taking me now, and he wants to come with to collect
why
his
is he...
reward?
They're not going to believe he's a Zolarian. Look at him.
He doesn't have to be his lair, and he could be turning me in.
I don't really feel super comfortable with that. I'm gonna be honest. And it's not just about comfort, it's more about not going to jail and getting terribly arrested and turned in for a bounty
All
and
right.
all that.
I do not mind being used as fake prisoner.
I think I don't know who to send in, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, you're definitely going in. You can get in. You're going to distract people. We could say that you're bringing in her as a shipment.
That is not going to work too well.
We only have one fake aura. I know. Only one of us can pretend to be.
All right, fine. We'll do the
officially here.
prisoner thing.
Thank you.
I just don't like it.
All right. So,
Allow me to help. And I want to use prestidigitation to kind of look like he's in cuffs.
Yeah. How far is the range on that?
It is 10 feet, but he's within my 10 feet. It doesn't say I have to stay within range of him,
Okay.
right?
I don't know. Does prestidigitation stay after you let it go? Does it just kind of like?
It lasts for an hour.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, for sure. I mean, if everybody agrees to it.
These aren't real cuffs, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Okay. Got it.
Sorry. You have fun being that prisoner.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm going to cast Disguise Self at myself. I still look very similar. I'm just making it so that I don't have a bunch of tentacles and a coat full of, like, bombs.
Full of bombs.
Making it look a little less like I have various mutations and stuff. More just like one of those strange sea elves you hear a lot about.
Okay. So we're gonna start this plan, and I want to get to this plan, but I think we should take a break. Welcome back to Health Hits Experience. Thank you for joining us on this guided tour. We will continue on this lovely adventure as we continue on the story of how this crew became one. So let's jump right back into it. Let's get to the point. All right. So we left off where everyone was discussing the plan. Some things had changed disguise-wise. Some things were discussed about things we can do disguise-wise.
Yep.
That's where we're at. Are we putting our plan into motion? Or are we still discussing it?
I am currently finishing up the final bits of the thing that we talked about off stream.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Our little creation.
Sure.
So I'm finally just like establishing that. You see a bunch of different metal bits and bobs being put onto something. All right, I think I'm going to be good to go in the next 5 minutes. Everybody ready?
you know where you're going?
Yep. Waiting for the pyrotechnics and then running like hell.
All right. Fantastic. Then we can cut ahead to the part where a Zalarian with the proper aura spoofing device approaches and says, "Hey, look what I found lurking around out here.
Yeah, what'd you find?
Hey, I found this guy over here. I think he was trying to be sneaky about doing
I
something.
can't believe you found a guy.
There's a guy. Look at this guy. He's shady. I think we
Yeah, shady guy.
shady guy. I gotta go
Hey.
talk to the commander here and see what to do with this guy.
Yeah. Take it up. Take it up to the verse, sir. Go.
All right. You get over there.
Okay. Man, you Zalarians. You know.
Shut
talk all
up!
the time.
And I kind of just, yeah, just to make it look good.
The moment that they're inside, Pearl will use another prestidigitation to set off what sounds like a faraway alarm that way.
Yeah.
Opposite way.
Yeah, I think a ton of the foot soldiers, the Italians, like turn and they're like, oh, and they start running
Oh,
because
shit.
it's the alarm that they know is a bat, and like so they're heading off. So
Then
yeah.
toss in like a couple of fire bolts over there so that there's sparks to make it look good.
Something's exploding, and so that sends the rest of them. That sends like the higher ups that direction. Like, oh God, something's on fire, and it shouldn't be on fire. So now you're in this empty hangar with a very decked out, aerodynamic, sleek, armed ship with a ton of security on it. So,
What kind of security we talking?
yeah, booking it. It's external. It's all stuff that can be disengaged with Zalarian auras. If you get up close enough, kind of like you know the car fobs that you just have to be next to the car door.
Yeah.
Beep, beep. So that happens. So now you've got an unlocked ship. What are we doing?
Right. Well.
So are there people on the ship? Are there Zalarian?
No, it's just being stored in there.
Oh, okay. So it was just the hangar. I
Yeah.
thought that there was like personnel all over the ship,
there
crawling
was
all over it. And
no,
stuff
there
like
was
that.
like a ton guarding it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I think everybody's gone.
That worked better than I could have possibly dreamed.
Yeah, really. These Zalarians are idiots.
They really are.
Let's
It's
get
all
on
the
board then.
magic they use.
Yeah, you know what? It just technology's
the
better.
brain.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's get on board.
It's propaganda, and you know it.
We're gonna get on board, and is there anybody on board? Like we're looking real quick to see if there's anybody manning this thing.
No, I mean it's a parked car essentially.
Okay, then.
You need to wait outside in case anybody comes back.
Yes.
I'm gonna start getting to work dismantling the security systems on this thing. I'm gonna start pulling out a few different bits of technology that you can't see because I'm disguised.
So is it just like invisible, or you're just like?
It's under my coat, so you
Oh,
just can't see it.
Got it. Cool.
Cyrus turns over like, okay, all right. How long do you think that'll keep them away?
Not long.
Yeah, we're good. As soon as he can disengage the security overrides there, and you can get this baby in the air.
Would you like me to
Alright.
roll for overriding security?
Yeah, go for it. Tell me what you got.
Cyrus
Is
is
this
gonna
a thieves'
hop
tools
in.
check or a tinker's tools check?
Sure.
Okay. In that case, I believe that's going to come out to an 18.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's not like an immediate, like this is not technology that you've encountered before. It's
Whoa.
more bells and whistles than you've ever run up against. And a lot of it is like based off of the aura technology. A lot of it is like very specifically calibrated to specific people.
Guys, this is going to take me a few minutes, so be ready for anything, I guess.
Well, I suspect that while the hangar is empty, we should probably. Can we get on the ship?
Yes,
So we're going to get on the ship and hide on the ship,
Sure.
so that when they come back saying, "I don't know what all that was,"
Yeah.
let's go back to guarding the hangar.
Yeah.
They won't notice us standing around.
Sure.
That makes sense.
Cool.
Cyrus is gonna
Pearl
hop in,
will-
and he's gonna be ready to hop into the controls.
Yeah. The
but
driver's
trying
seat.
to stay hidden.
Pearl will go.
As big as he is, he's still trying to.
Are you hiding like behind the like captain's chair? And
Yes.
just, like,
If you're in the captain's chair, I'm down in like the mechanics room.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab like that little radio and go, Cyrus, you in position?
Yeah, as soon as you're ready.
Okay, good, because there's a lot of alarms going on down here, so you're gonna need to move out of the captain's chair because I think you're about to get shot in the head. So move a little bit to the left. Gonna start grabbing some stuff.
I'm gonna try. I can move out of the way.
yeah, you move out of the way, and like a laser arm that had come out of the ceiling goes.
I think I got it. There's no more laser, right?
No, it disabled. I'm pretty sure.
like goes back up and then goes down again.
Maybe just stay out of the captain's chair just in case.
Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm working on it. It's gonna take a few minutes. This
Pearl
is a
will
little
go
more
blast a
complicated.
few more fire bolts.
Are you outside the hangar?
I'm peeking around the hangar.
Okay, so you're not on the ship.
No.
You two are on the ship. You're outside. Are you on the ship?
The two of them are on the ship.
Yeah.
If Pearl is outside, still occasionally bopping firebulbs or prestidigitating or something
Yeah.
to cause distraction, I'll be
Yeah.
out there too
Okay.
as well.
And
Yeah.
you are still in your Zalarian disguise.
I am
so-
still disguised as the Zalarian guy. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, Flux, walk me through just the whole disabling and then.
Well, so it definitely starts with a lot of like, I walk into the room and immediately a bunch of stuff starts glowing red from all the alarms. Like, there's people who shouldn't be here, and I'm like, "Ah." So I start with disabling those, and that takes like a few minutes.
Yeah.
And then once that's done, finally the normal lights turn back on, and I'm like, right, so now I got to get new aura codes locked onto everybody else. Cyrus, you're gonna need to sit back down in that chair for a hot minute. Yeah.
All right, I guess.
And I'm just gonna start like
Down.
hooking up his aura to the ship itself. All right, so you're gonna need to kick that lever that's below you.
Yep,
Right,
got
there's,
it.
There's 3. It's the one on the left.
Fuck.
Yes, right. Yep.
Kick-
Okay.
takes a few
All
times, but he gets it.
It looks good down here. I think everything started up and going. You're gonna want to pull back, see if you can get any lift on the wings here.
Yep, nope, it's lifting.
This is the smoothest ride you have ever been in.
This is this is by far the nicest ship.
You know, I can really tell by how long it's taken me to get through these stupid security measures. But yeah, no, it's flying like a dream. You're right.
Like there's barely any engine like hum. It's just like a very soft, lift that's going on.
Gonna grab another one of like the
Can
comm
you
things
call?
off
Can
the
you
wall.
call out to the others and get them in?
Yeah, I was gonna grab the
Yeah.
other comm part
Yeah.
specifically for this full
Yeah.
ship. All right, everybody, is anybody else on board that we don't want? And if they are, please get them off the ship. Everybody ready to go?
It's our cue. So
I just really imagine like all 4 of Pearl's arms just.
Yes.
No. I very much like that. Yeah, everyone get on board.
Pearl just power walks really fast.
All right, so how are we getting out of this? I mean, like, if you fly directly out, everybody will see you, and it's not like there aren't
Well, they could certainly try and catch us.
guns
I
Sure.
thought there were guns on this.
on the ship. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I have an idea.
Great.
Doesn't involve activating the guns.
Yeah, it does.
Do you think you can get them up and running?
Yeah, I mean, I'm working on it right now. Hieronymus, you know how to shoot one of those things?
How hard can it be?
That's not. Okay,
That
whatever.
is not an
And
answer.
like wherever you're at in the ship, like a little, joystick, 2 joysticks pop out, like out of the console at you.
Pearl, can you mount a gun as well? I guess you could also just lean out of the ship and shoot. I don't know. Whatever you want to do.
Is there a second gun?
Yeah, like you're standing and like a bigger device comes out.
Hell yes.
It's like
A way cooler
yeah,
one.
it's
One that's got 4 handles.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's got 4 handles and like a couple buttons in the middle, like a video game controller. Like
At this point, Flux is like in the middle of all the machinery, and he's pulling like 4 levers at once
Yeah.
with different tentacles and stuff. All right, I think we're ready to go. You want to blow a hole in the back of this stupid bunker? Because I think that's one of the more fun ways out.
Within like seconds of you asking Pearl to blow a hole in it, you hear,
You guys are quick on the trigger. Love it. Kind of hang up the thing. All right, everybody, let's get going.
fly on out. Again,
right.
smoothest ride you've ever been on. Flies like a dream. You are actually going to Bulgun's moon, Rega, because that was where you decided to meet Dev. So Dev said, hey, I'm going to meet you on Rega at high noon. We're going to meet up here. So is that where you're going? Just to clarify.
As we've been going for, I don't know, maybe like, half an hour. So we're supposed to meet up on, what was it? What was the moon?
Rega.
Rega's moon. We heading in the right direction. I punched in the coordinates. But
Oh,
that's
what those were?
I could change the coordinates. How much are we getting paid for this again?
I'm just... It's a really nice
Everybody
ship.
meet in the captain's quarters. And upstairs. You can get off the guns now, Pearl.
We. Poof, poof, poof. We. Poof.
no expression of joy on their face, just
Every other ship that comes on the radar just
Blasted out of the sky. Oh my God. Okay.
We're meeting back up in the captain's quarters.
You're meeting up in the captain's quarters. Cool. How's that go?
Right, Hieronymus, you're the one who's in charge of all this. How much are you getting paid for this job?
Same as you guys.
Right, which is how much?
I rattle off the amount in credits that was quoted to us. Yeah.
Yeah. So I do have a question. So, and this is something that you can tell me as like Bibble. So in this kind of universe that we've created, there are 2 different kinds of currency. There's the Zalarian Keens, which is the official currency, and it's actually kind of stored in your aura, like when you can go into an Amazon store and walk around and walk out and not have to pay anything, right? Like that's the idea
That's
of Keens.
awesome.
Yeah, that's the idea of Keens. But then there's undermarket trites. So those are real coins.
I'm going to assume my gold pieces are probably trite.
Yeah,
Mine
so
are 100% trite.
yeah, so it's basically the value of the metal is what it equals.
Right.
So what do you think you agreed to?
Oh, I think we're getting paid in trites.
Trites.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Just give me a number and we'll kind of base everything in our world off of that.
Yeah,
like, what's it equal to? A million, thousand, whatever.
Yeah, I'd say so for this type of thing, probably the going rate would be maybe in our world, stealing a ship like this, maybe 20 grand a piece.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting paid 40 grand a piece because we're getting double the going
yeah.
rate.
So, yeah, I mean, I think 40 grand is a fine phrase, but they're all in trites. Cool. Yeah, so that is what everybody knows that they are getting paid.
40
this
grand in trites.
It's a lot.
Would Cyrus know if like this ship would be worth more than that?
I was going to ask if Flux knew that too.
is that even a question?
The ship
I mean,
way more.
like, yeah.
Wait, it's probably worth like real money. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Like, Again, this is if you got a Ferrari from 2052, like in the future. Like it is not supposed to be on the market. It is decked out, high tech, real smooth.
I'm gonna start messing with things just to see what this thing can do. Because there's a lot that I haven't been trying. Because I just feel like, oh, we're just delivering it. But now I'm like,
what do you want it to do?
Firstly, see if it has a coffee machine. I think that's the most important thing. And cup holders.
I feel like if it's a space Ferrari, it definitely has cup holders and a coffee maker at the bare minimum.
I more mean like more of the luxury things you might find in one of these ships, like healing chambers and sort of like nanobot repair, so the thing can repair itself. If it's got cloaking, like that's a huge thing.
Yeah.
We're also checking if this thing has hyperdrive, and also the new thing that's been on the market, which is double hyperdrive, where you just go twice the speed of light and nobody knows how.
As you investigate, actually, you know what? Everyone roll me investigation. Let's see what we find out.
I should be good at this.
I say this.
Is that cocked? Oh, that is cocked. Yes. Oh, it's worse. Nat 1.
Nat 1.
My first one was a 4, but it was cocked, and then I was like, oh, I'll re-roll it.
I
Nat
don't
1.
think it matters if I add my proficiency bonus for ships or my.
Are we all rolling for this?
Yeah, everybody roll.
My investigation.
I'm supposed to be
is
good
so
at
You're supposed to be
bad.
good at this.
22.
16.
Okay, all right, cool. Cyrus, what did you
4
get?
or 5, depending on which one you
Cyrus, this ship is fucking cool. This is like
It's so
Pretty.
neat.
No swearing.
Shut up.
Cyrus just looking at her and was like, look, this ship's
You
nice.
love being in this captain
This ship is great. He's like rubbing on the armrest, like.
Why did you roll? Why did you not see anything? What did you punch in? We're looking for a coffee maker, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that was like the first thing. So
So
I
you,
imagine
like-
I'm just checking to see if this ship has like a food area.
You were just trying, and somehow the food replicator is now just spraying water at you.
Yeah, no, that makes sense, yeah. All right. Oh, nope, that's not good, putting on the goggles. All right. Is it just water?
Yeah.
I'm going to try to find a container of some kind.
You're not gonna try to turn it off?
I'm working on it, Brittany. I rolled a 1. It's going to take a while.
An investigation too. Yeah. So, Bibble, I think you recognize that this ship is retrofitted for military use and not for luxury. There's not an expensive coffee maker. There's like everything you would need for some kind of military stealth mission. Pearl, this is a Zolarian ship. And you have the make and model in your brain, like you know all of the you've plugged into it and you've downloaded everything.
I'll walk up to
Flux.
Flux. My brain wanted to say Flick, and I was like, that's
I
not
think I'm
right.
at this point just turning off the water.
Yeah. Pearl would like very stoically walk up to Flux and just like
Soaking wet.
then stops.
Yeah, you know you are communicating with this vessel at this point. You are one with the
Hi,
ship.
you're really quiet when you want to be. It's really unnerving. What? What is it?
If it's sustenance you require, I carry some with me for life forms. And I would open my chest and I would bring out like 3 rations and just hand them one to each of you.
Cyrus is like, well, thank you. I have my own, but thank you.
Everything tastes worse in space. I'll wait till we land.
It is time for sustenance.
I think we need to figure out what we're doing first.
Life forms need to eat.
Okay, Baymax.
Take one bite and then put it back away. Until later.
Cyrus looks at her and is like, all right. I'm not usually like this, but I have to say this is the nicest ship I've ever seen in my entire life, and that is absolutely saying something huge.
It's an incredibly high-grade Zolarian model.
It is.
It's very sleek. Yeah.
And very dangerous.
Well, yeah, I mean, I saw what you did with the lasers earlier.
Is it absolutely worth parting with this ship?
Well, as I see it, it's not a question of it being worth parting with the ship. It's more a question of as long as we're in this ship, every Zolarian in the universe is going to be after us. And if we double-cross Dav, then every criminal in the universe is also going to be after us.
Yeah, no, I mean... Right, well, okay, that is correct. But we might be able to dismantle the thing and sell the thing for parts. I mean, this is an incredibly high-end ship. Even the parts alone would probably go for at least a few times the amount we're being paid.
Okay, so then we won't have every Zilarian after us, but we will still have...
Yeah, no, I'm not about to turn down an opportunity
And no
like
means
this.
of transportation.
It's a really nice ship, but we probably shouldn't keep it.
I'm just saying, you know, it's a really nice ship. We could do a lot with it.
Well, let me throw this out there. I know Dav wanted the ship back, and I think there's at least a possibility that he probably is going to want a crew for the ship. I could see if he's looking to hire on a crew, and if so, recommend that you guys get this gig.
Yeah, also, not to be blunt about it, but I think you all might stab me in the back if I'm not careful. Especially if we decide to steal this together, one of you might decide you want to keep it for yourself. And then one of us dies in our sleep, or two of us. I've had that happen with a few different crews now. So probably best we just turn it in and don't deal with that.
I truly just want to fly this ship.
Right, and I believe you on that, but we're also a bunch of people that aren't exactly trusted, and I think it's fair that I keep my guard up.
Speak for yourself.
You're working for one of the biggest criminals in the... Whatever.
All right, so anyway, have we come to a consensus here as far as what we're doing?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
we'll meet up with him.
All right. Then we set a course for...
Yeah, so Rega, Bolgon's moon. It's getting close to high noon on the moon. Good phrase there. And
High moon.
high noon on the moon. And you find the boathouse and you pilot yourself in, and the ship is pretty big.
I'm gonna try to find cloaking before we land, by the way.
Yeah.
I know I was got distracted, but
Yeah.
that's kind of important.
Sure.
right after coffee. Coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee
and cloak.
cloaking.
I was real
Bro could
tired.
probably show you.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, cloaking is disabled on it. It's like they meant to install it, but they haven't quite gotten to it yet. Like the little box is empty for the cloaking bit.
Is this ship like a advanced prototype
Yeah,
kind of thing?
yeah.
All right.
It's like, this is not on the market. They are test running things, based off of what Pearl's diagnostics have told you of it's only been up in the air once.
Flux starts sort of jotting down little notes based on things he thinks the ship is lacking. And
Yeah.
He's gonna start putting things into his little
Coffee maker, cloaking.
this thing's missing one of the most important things that a ship could possibly have. I mean cloaking, yeah, but I mean coffee maker, more important.
Yeah, so you actually end up piloting the ship down kind of a little bit away from the boathouse, and you all go over to, and you're just kind of hanging out in the boathouse, the four of you just waiting, because Dev said he would be there at high noon, and one of you looks around and actually finds a note that says, I sent someone ahead to deliver this note. I will be there soon.
Went for milk. Be right back.
Went for milk. Be right back.
I'm getting very suspicious.
He went for cigarettes and never came back.
I don't trust meetups where the person isn't there. So I think Flux is looking back and forth.
Sure.
He's going to start going to the various doorways, and I'm going to start taking out these little metal discs and putting them on the doors. I'm just grabbing a little remote.
Yeah.
Just in case.
roll me an investigation.
I should be good at these. Oh, hey, actually, that was good. 25.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. As you're walking around, putting your bombs places, I assume, you notice that there's a part of the floor that sounds really hollow. You step over it a couple times, and you notice it. Do you have any kind of scanning devices on you, or do you just when you notice something, do you just kind of dig into it?
God, I feel like I don't know what all I'm allowed to have. I feel like I just have so much random tech stuff.
Yeah.
Probably not a scanner.
Okay.
Just at this state.
Sure.
It's something I've been meaning to buy, and I just
Yeah,
haven't been
and
able
it's
to.
not
I've been
been
too busy
useful.
building stuff.
Sure. All right. So do you rip up the floorboards?
I'm gonna get down. I'm gonna start sort of moving my hands around the edges. Probably gonna take off my gloves and begin to sort of scan around, trying to figure out where the edges of this are. If it's like a trap door or some kind of thing.
It's
What the hell are you doing over there?
I think I found something. Something. Gonna sort of knock on it. Something below this place. If it's a warehouse, they might have something extra in it, which would obviously be something we would not want to touch. You know, I get that. But there could also be something bad down here, and I don't trust meetups where our meetup is late. So I'd like to know what we're up against. And also, if this is an entrance, I'm gonna put more bombs on it.
Pearl would like to cast Detect Magic
sure.
on it.
It's a floor.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
Is it a
No.
trap door,
Magical
or is it just?
It's like a loose floorboard. That it's not like a full trap door. You know, you pry a piece up and it pops out.
Yeah, I'm gonna start sort of pulling out little, not huge chunks. Like I'm not like just ripping a hole in the floor, but like board at a time, so I
Yeah.
could fix it if I had to.
Yeah. So you only have to take up a couple, and you immediately recognize what's down there.
What am I looking at?
A bomb.
Mother.
Guys, I think we've been double crossed. Or I'm gonna see if it's on first. This is kind of a big deal.
Is it an active bomb?
Was it just there? Was it just hanging out? Yeah. It's actually starting to, like, I don't know. Do you preset your bombs when you, like, do you time them or you just put them in there and you're
It
loading
depends on
them?
the bomb type.
Okay.
I would have sensor bombs, and I would also have, I'd have like tripwire bombs, and then I would have like remote detonators.
Okay.
But I'd probably have some timers. I just don't have them on me now.
Okay. This is a timer bomb, and as a beam of light hits your eye from a hole in the ceiling, it's getting closer and closer to high noon, and the bomb is ticking down. We're talking seconds here.
Everybody out! Everybody out now! I'm gonna like throw the floorboards back in. Out!
The floorboards aren't gonna help.
No, it doesn't matter. Go!
Go!
It's just more shrapnel.
I was just holding them. I just needed to get rid of them.
We're arguing in the doorway about
But the ship!
So everyone runs outside.
I want to use my extra set of arms to scoop up Flux as they're arguing and just start running.
I'm gonna try to shoot like a few rays of frost around the bomb, so it's not like it's not like just boards flying everywhere. It's kind of like frozen together.
Yeah. How does that just hit?
It's a cantrip, so it's literally just like a beam that I shoot at a certain area. So I mean,
Sure.
I could roll to hit if you'd like.
We're
Yeah.
gonna get hit with pieces of cold wood.
Yeah.
That's really
Cold
high. That's
Got ice spikes and
22.
spikes of wood smacking it.
I'm trying to freeze the bomb into place so that maybe it might cool off some of the machinery, which might cause it not to explode, but
Yeah.
we'll see. I rolled a
Save the
22.
ship.
Yeah, the bomb is now frozen, and then it explodes.
Well, that didn't work.
And the ice doesn't come out, but the other bombs you put in there now also set off. So it's 5 times as big as it should have been. The fireball
heartbreak.
goes up into the sky. Y'all just barely make it. Shockwave hits all of y'all.
Tumbled behind some moon rocks.
Yeah, like, woo.
Does that mean the ship got blown up too?
So you turn around to see if the ship got blown up, and it's taking off into the sky.
How?
I'm gonna tap a little thing on my ear so that like the air bubble goes over my face. That son of a bitch.
Cyrus glares and I'm like, I'm getting that fucking ship back.
We should have just stolen it.
We should have just stolen it.
Don't look at me. I said we should have stolen it.
Cyrus just glares and he's like, but he takes a deep breath and he's like, so, Mr. Seal, how many years have you been in service to the Zolarians before?
Service to the Zolarians.
I mean, you came in and you introduced yourself, you know, looking like an ex-SEAL and all that. Just curious.
Yeah. So, interesting thing about that. You know how I put on that disguise to look like the Zolarian officer? Yeah, well, that was also a disguise to kind of sort of give you guys what you expected to see for a mission leader.
Right. Well, you seemed like a bit of a prick, but...
Yeah, that's part of the disguise.
Oh, right. Well, then it worked very well then.
Thank you.
She brushes his hand off and he stands up and he's like, I don't know about the rest of you, but I really want that ship now.
What is around us?
Debris.
Yeah, a lot of debris.
We're on a moon.
You're
like,
on
can
a
we go
moon.
anywhere?
I mean, it's a fairly large moon. It's kind of, it's got it's a little bit of Old West vibe. That's why it was high noon on the moon. So it's a lot of deserty area. You can kind of see like off on the horizon that there's some settlement over that way.
We should probably start walking.
All right. So,
Are we hurt?
I mean, do you want to be?
I mean, I don't. There was a lot more bombs.
I
than
gave you
expected.
plot armor. What else do you want from me? Fine, you
I mean,
all
we're-
take 20 points of hit
Well, now we're
damage.
just dead.
Now everyone's dead.
Everyone's
all
dead.
dead, so-
No. I mean, like, yeah, you're bruised. You've got some scrapes on you. Pearl's fast grabbed a couple arms, like dragged everyone out of the blast radius. You might have like a headache.
Okay.
The shockwave kind of hit all y'all, but nobody's like losing a limb. Maybe Cyrus.
wow.
Low
Pretty.
blow.
Wow.
Your tentacles didn't fall off, okay?
They grow back. So.
They grow back. All right, good to know.
All right, so here's my thinking. Assuming that it was Dav that double-crossed us and set the bomb, which seems extremely likely, here's where we stand. The Zalarians don't know who it was that stole the place. The only person that they saw was you in disguise, me in disguise. So we're not on, and we had a fake aura dealy job, so, we're not in trouble with the Zalarians per se. Dav thinks he blew us up. So we can kind of operate without being on anybody's radar for the time being.
I sort of think for a moment. I mean, the Zalarians still kind of want me dead, but
Well, yeah, but they did
Zalarians
before.
definitely want me dead.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
all
that-
right.
that
So
never
yeah, so
changed.
you're not more wanted by the Zalarians.
Don't think that's
but
possible.
a lot of people think we're dead. Yeah.
But
Which
yeah.
ruins like so much of my business. I should have never taken this job.
Every
I
single
mean, I don't know about you guys, but I really want to get Dav.
I just want that shit back. People thought I'm dead before. I don't care. I just want that shit back.
No, I agree with that. I mean, I also agree with that. I mean, both of them are really good options. We could get him, and then we could get the ship, and that would be awesome. Also seems wildly unlikely. I mean, he's like a god in our community. You can't kill him. Also, I actually don't know how you'd kill him because he's made of slime. So I think if you tried to stab him, it would just do nothing.
Right.
Could freeze him first.
I don't
Oh, we
think
could
get
actually-
him.
yeah, that's true. We could freeze him
I
and break
mean,
him.
we could work out the details later when we're like 20th level. But right now, we're setting a goal for ourselves that's going to carry us into the future here. And I think revenge against this bad guy is something that we should really maybe shoot for.
No, I mean, I can agree with that. Pearl, were you planning on surviving this mission and / or doing anything else afterwards?
I do as I'm asked.
Would
Will
you
you
like to
come with
help
us?
us kill that bastard who got us in this position? Bad guy who put us in this position?
Pearl would kind of just like,
We're asking you, Pearl, what you would like to do. Not telling you what you have to do. We're asking you what you would like to do.
Ron, I don't think that's really how she works.
Yeah, well, there's no reason why she can't. Right?
I'm not sure if they're sentient, but it's always
I'm
good.
quite
to
sentient.
She seems pretty sentient to me.
She obviously doesn't like cursing.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's kind of programmed into all of them, actually. But still, I mean, I'm asking if you want to come along and help us kill this guy.
You're asking me to.
If you
If
want,
you want to.
You're asking me to.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that was going to be more complicated than it was. But, right. Well, if we're going to be doing this for real, we need to make sure that we're not all going to kill each other. So let's start walking that direction. And if we all make it there, then I think we can trust each other a little more.
You will require more sustenance.
I have the cracker you got me, or it's like totally smashed.
In your pocket.
Thanks.
Thanks.
These are actually kind of good. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're like Cliff Bars, you know? It's like,
It's not bad.
Like packed protein
Yeah.
in there. Yeah. Okay. So we're walking towards the town.
I'm gonna look towards Cyrus and sort of push a little thing on my arm, and this little tiny like metallic like 4-legged drone thing pops out, and I just put it near you, and it climbs onto your shoulder, and it's gonna start mending up the wounds that you have.
And Hieronymus says, while we're walking, bro, you want to give us a little violin music?
of course.
It's a good thing this moon has air, right?
Yeah.
I don't breathe
Right. Right.
or sleep or eat.
I mean, you are a robot, yeah. That's sort of a given. But it's nice. It's convenient. As that drowns out all further conversation.
Yeah, you guys are walking this like orchestral pieces with backing tracks coming out of the
Yeah, because
speakers
I
in your
got
body.
4 arms, so I'm just like,
And just to kind of get ahead of anything, this is we're using Star Wars rules. Everything's got air, and there's.
No, I'm just gonna keep joking about it.
I'm gonna.
I am fully aware.
She's gonna throw
I'm
one
actually
at
gonna
us.
take all your air.
She's going to give us a
I
plan
need a
that
helmet. Nobody else
specifically
does.
doesn't have air.
Flux
gonna
can't
make you
breathe at
have
all.
to breathe
Flux has
through your
asthma.
gills.
I mean, he does have
does have gills.
So things get really complicated on
Yeah.
land.
It's like your lungs switch to the wrong one. You're like, "Ugh."
I have 3 breathing tubes.
Wrong too.
Wrong tube all the time. But yeah, just to get ahead of that. So it is, we're fine. Yeah, so we make it into this tiny little town. It's a space saloon, space western.
Presto plan.
Violin still lets you walk into town.
Because they don't get tired.
Yeah, so is it like, are we
It's Ennio Morricone.
good, the bad, and the ugly, like right into town?
Is it one Cyrus has been to before?
Well, okay, let me ask you this. So you've been on Bolgon before. Like,
Yeah.
that's why we found you in the cantina. Have you been on Rega, the moon, before? Like, how often do you bounce between the two?
If it's a desert moon, probably a lot.
Okay, yeah. Then roll me just a d20.
6.
Okay, cool. You don't know anything about this town. I mean, like, it's familiar in that it's a small town, and you can see where the saloon is, you can see where the bank is, and
But
you
I've never
can-
been to this.
You've
town
never
before.
been to this one
So
specifically.
many.
Yeah,
Uh,
I tried, guys.
This place is not a lot. Is there other ships here?
There you can see like there's a hangar in the back that's like really dusty that probably has like, you know, the most outdated model that still runs for like 2 people.
Oh, this is the worst place we could have ended up.
And as you say that, you watch like one person stumble out of the saloon and then go across the street into the next building across the street. And then that's kind of it. There's really no other activity.
Space tumbleweed.
Yes.
There's a saloon, there's a general store, there's the houses, that's it.
That's it.
Gonna start checking if there's like a poster board for like wanted people or anything.
Yeah,
it's like
but
the middle of nowhere.
The wanted posters are like really, really outdated. Like,
I just want Pearl to meet Al Swearingen.
like the posters, you look at them and you're like, that guy like is like the most notorious pirate now. Like, there's no way he's worth 10 10 coins, 10 keens.
Kind of surprised they're still using dusty paper.
Yeah,
Sort of thought they'd have it's like an LED screen. I don't know why they're pinned into it.
it's like all cracked. They got tired of trying to reboot it every day.
It's literally
There's
just
too
a
much
bulletin board.
sand.
now.
Yeah, there's too much sand. Yeah, for sure. You make your way back to the back hangar, and actually behind that dusty, really old ship is another ship that would be the equivalent of like a minivan. So like it fits everyone. It
Goes moderately fast.
It goes moderately fast. It's, you know.
Does it have any guns?
Does it have any guns? Roll me a perception check.
Okay, that is 19 plus perception. 19.
19 is fine.
19 plus 1, so 20. But
Okay.
not nat.
It's got like a I cannot think of the name of the guns. Like a Civil War gun.
Like a musket?
Yeah, a musket. Like it
Gotta get
loads one.
reloaded.
You have to go out of the
Oh
ship
my
and put it like the ball
So
back.
it's there.
boy.
There's yeah, and there's
Okay.
actually there's another one that's like a 6-shooter on the side where, you know.
Is there a mechanic walking around this place?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to him.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello there.
Is that the best thing you've got?
As far as what you, sir?
We're looking for a ship to get off of this godforsaken rock.
Well, she's a beaut, but she hasn't run in 5 years.
All right. Can I take a look at your workshop? Because I'm looking for power cells and also probably a lot of copper wire and a few magnifying lenses. And I'm just gonna start
Yeah.
listing off
Grocery
things that he
list.
totally does not have.
Well, Sonny, you're welcome to go and take a look.
He'll start trudging that
Yeah.
direction.
Yeah. And you go in, and surprisingly, you find equivalents of what you're looking for. Like, you don't find like a modern, updated power cell, but you find something that you can rip up power out of and plug into another thing. You're like, I got a battery now.
I'm gonna lean back out of the shop. Does anybody else have any magic crystals? I only have a few, and if we're gonna get off of this planet, we're gonna need some.
Oh,
Only the
magic
one.
crystals. The guy comes walking back in. He pulls like one out of his apron like this.
Why do you have that?
It's my grandma's.
You're right. This planet has not been touched in like at least 30 years. I'll take it.
Hands it over. And then goes, that'll cost you a song and a dance.
What does that even mean?
Just
Wait, you
hold-
actually want me to dance?
Pearl will
but-
just kind of slowly pull out her violin again.
This planet's really weird.
Sonny, if you don't know the phrase song and dance, I'm afraid I can't help you, but I would like 10 of your finest shiny bits.
Cyrus swaps him. He's like, I got this. And he runs through like his trinkets and finds some of like the shiniest ones, some shiny rocks
Yeah.
and stuff, and he hands them over.
And the old guy is like, he's so into this. He's like, this isn't a trite, but I'm really into this. And he like walks away whistling, and I'm not gonna whistle because I can't.
Cyrus shakes his head. He's like, that works more often than you think.
Flux is gonna start working on this ship to make it A, run, and
Yeah.
B, to give it hyperdrive. Because if it doesn't have hyperdrive, we're not getting anywhere.
Yeah. It powers up, surprisingly. And yeah, your hyperdrive is like, if we've got double hyperdrive, we've got half hyperdrive.
Yeah, this will get us places very slowly.
Yeah, you'll get somewhere. It won't take you your entire lifetime.
It
but-
opens up warp points to random locations in space.
Yeah, you're just gonna go somewhere. Yeah, so we all get in the ship. The ship is named Old Bessie.
I am just like, kind of just like 1,000 yards there, just like working on some stuff in it.
And I think you successfully all sail off into the atmosphere and you're rip-roaring ready to go. That takes us to our first meeting, crew, heist, whatever we want to call it. Successful, question mark, I guess.
We could have had such a nice ship.
We could have had a nice ship, but now
Wow.
you got Old Bessie.
This crew sucks. And we fly off of.
You fly off into the sun on high noon. And I think that takes us to the end of the first meeting of our group of scallywags here. And that takes us to the end of our final recording here at Health Hits Experience. Next time you see us, we're gonna be live, baby.
Bow, bow, bow.
And I say this like this video is going up before the actual show is going up.
Oh, yeah.
With all that free time I have. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for playing and dumping your dice out on the table.
Yeah, right now, at the very
end. Thank you for the sound effects. Thank you everybody for joining me. on this journey before we got to the like 0 to 100 bit. We've kind of been slowly getting there, but we're gonna step on the gas. We're gonna get going
Up
and
to
go
this
at
point,
a
it's all been
moderate
old
speed.
best, but we're about to jump onto the scimitar.
Yeah,
right?
the scimitar is coming up next.
As our minivan pulls up next to the Star Trek Enterprise.
But yes, I am very, very grateful to be doing this wild project with these wild folks. Very excited to see what comes next, and very excited to just start this adventure. Let's do it. Let's rock and roll. Make sure you follow us on social media. If you are watching this before the show comes out or after the show comes out, anything you can do to spread word of mouth to get our show out there into more eyeballs is really going to be helpful to our success, because everything we've been doing is on our own some. DIY from the ground up. I'm paying for a lot of this.
I'm sorry for your monetary loss.
Sorry.
I mean, let me just say this. I'm not putting money into marketing. Where I'm not boosting posts. I'm not paying for billboards. Like, we are going to be viewed by people who want to be viewing us because they see other people sharing it. So make sure that you are following us on social media. Thank you to Molly Cook in the control room for running today's session. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to Community Access Media for the use of their equipment and facilities, without which we would not have a show. And thank you to our early access viewers who were instrumental in making this show a success, hyping us up, and getting us so psyched for starting the show. And thank you to you for watching. Thank you for joining me on this tour. Now, if you look to your right and you look to your left, you will see that we are out of here. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Finger guns.
Jazz
Finger
hands.
guns.